I'm a student parent.
So I'm the first member of my family to get a bachelor's degree. I am the first member of my family to enter grad school.
With me being from a single parent home, me being from a low income home.
I was born and raised in Argentina. My parents are Taiwanese.
I am from Detroit. I'm from Mexican descent, and I am an immigrant from Mexico.
I have been married for 18 years. I have 2 children, teenagers.
I had taken close to 7 years off in between finishing my undergrad degree and coming to the University of Michigan as a graduate student.
So one of the obstacles that I feel like I face every day, no matter what, is my hearing disability.
So at the same time, I may have a deadline of like submitting a paper or finishing a project, but my daughter may have a kind of fever or disease.
Also, it took me 12 years to get my associate's degree, and so I transferred here to the University of Michigan for my undergrad, so I'm also a transfer student.
Coming in when you're a little older, right, you automatically know that you're not exactly the stereotypical student compared to, you know, the 18 through 22-year-olds when I'm 28, right? You just know you're a little different.
You can feel alone sometimes being undocumented and being in a community that's mostly white.
People don't really think about, kind of goes into the part of having an invisible disability.
And also I'm a commuter student. When my husband got a fellowship at McGill, we moved to Montreal, and I commute between the 2 cities.
I'm going here not just for me. Like a lot of students that go here to the University of Michigan, they go at a time when they're just starting out in life. I've done it kind of backwards.
And then when you come in as a vet, especially, you know that you're not exactly the same either.
I would like faculty and staff to know about students like me are that when we come to class, not just ourselves are coming to class.
I remember that it was February and the travel ban was signed. And all of a sudden I found myself that, oh my goodness, I cannot return back to Ann Arbor, and so what I'm gonna do with my dissertation and all my studies.
I'm coming to class, the father that has to raise kids is coming to class, the husband who is trying to help his wife is coming to class, the worker that is thinking about that project that he has to finish is coming to class. There's so many parts of me that's coming to class and that is competing for my attention.
As for my disability, I would really want the faculty and everyone to know, like, I'm really not trying to get ahead of everyone else. I'm not trying to be a burden. I'm not trying to make things harder on you. I just am trying to keep up.
Or when a student like me comes to class, just making it to class is a very big deal. And then when we get a B or a C or an A on our papers or whatever projects we're working on, those are big deals because we have to compete with so many parts of our identity just to get to class, just to write those papers. And
so it's a kind of different experience of like being a 20-year-old student with like being independent, and you don't have also any independence and you're on your own.
It's not that much about what I want them to know about me. It's more about I would like them to be interested in getting to know me.
I think being a non-traditional student, that identity makes me stronger because at least in my experience as a non-traditional student, I really had to persist and to persevere towards graduation.
All of these, again, changed my experience of being a kind of settled in-campus student. It's different, my experience, yeah.